Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
So before we begin with the presentation, I just wanted to give you a small introduction to the EC project, which is the Enrichment Cluster Project. So at Red Bricks, basically, we believe in following the holistic development for all our students. We ensure to give them the opportunity where they can apply their learnings in real world situations and also apply their vocational skills in the same process. So whatever that we try to do here, the students, whatever they're learning and they're showcasing their ideas, we ensure that this is not only being applied here, they can also be used in future references, not only in the classroom. So with that in mind, now I would like to invite Pearl Shah, who is going to showcase the presentation for performing arts. Pearl, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon, all the parents and teachers. I am Pearl Shah, part of ECCPP project presentation, group number 3, performing arts.
Or check that whether the screen sharing is
it is enabled.
okay. Great.
Okay. So this is the journey chart. It is all about that how the journey was and what did we learn throughout the project. So this project was all about combination of music and dance that will create a video which will catch a viewer's eye. So it is basically talking about the combination of we have learned about combination of music and dance in this project, which will later create a video that can catch a viewer's attention. So that means that your video should be so good that it should automatically catch a viewer's attention when a viewer is watching it on a YouTube. So firstly, you will have to open a YouTube account, your personal YouTube account. Then you will have to decide what kind of dance you are going to perform. It is what style of dance you are performing on a YouTube video, and according to it only you will have to choose the song that matches the style of your dance. So background is another important element for dancing, because background enhances the dance basically when you are dancing. So you will have to decide the background on the style of dance you are performing, and also you will have to match the costume on the song of the music, like on the song of the dance. The costume should match the song which you have choreographed. So skills that are learned. So here, me and my friends have learned a lot of skills during this project, like how to edit, cut, and merge two songs together. We also got a clear idea of how to make the flow of music and dance smooth. We have improved on our choreography skills a lot, and we also explored new dance styles, as well as we got to see dance in different point of views, because everyone has a different point of view in dance. Some of may don't like it, some of may like it. But last year when we are performing, we have seen so many people who shared their point of view with us. So what did I learn from this project? So I learned editing and cropping different parts of music in this project that might be helpful for posting a video on YouTube. So editing and cropping both are the main elements, and editing is the only element through which the YouTube works on. You might have also seen that when a YouTube video, when you click on it, you see a time limit where it is written 2 minutes or 5 minutes. So that is because of some of the people edited. That's the only reason the people keep a time limit and edit the whole video so that video does not get extended on YouTube. So where and how will I use the learnings of this project? So I am going to use this learnings of the project when I myself get an opportunity to perform in public, as well as I will use this project when even I get a chance to open my own YouTube channel. So this is a simple quote. You may read if you want. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing with us, Pearl. I know that these things you really are handful, and I know you were a bit nervous also as well. But good job, you did a wonderful job. So very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Over to you, ma'am.
Yes. So we have the next presentation from class 7B. Hitat, Sanika, and Heer are going to present for performing arts. So yes, over to you all.
So, good morning, respected parents and
Hitat, sorry to interrupt. You'll have to be a little louder.
ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes. Good.
So, good morning, respected parents and teachers. So, today I, Hitat Shah from class 3 and with my friends is going to share an TCCP project. So, this is our project. The topic of the project is how to become a YouTuber. This the class which has presented the project is class 7B. So first we will go to the journey chart. So in the journey chart, first step we took was the visualizing and research the topic we want to work on. The second step was search for relative content which we want to attract so that the people who are seeing our channel can get attracted. The third step was pre-production of editing audio and video. Fourth step was if we want to make a dance video, then means like we recorded the video for dance and the audio for lyrics for the song we want to sing. Fifth step was post-production of editing. In fifth step, we did like if we had made the video, so we did its editing like cut and pasting, and etc. Same as with the audio editing. In sixth step, we posted the video on YouTube with an uh, attractive content. The second slide is brief description of the project. In this project, we explored the concepts of production process in performing arts. Every performance or artwork goes through a production process before being finally performed and represented. During this project, we learned editing audio, how to research on the idea, preparing dance video, and writing lyrics, and also making the audio in tune. Now my friend Sanika will share further information.
In the third slide, we learned about the skills. So the skills were researching skills, creative skills, and technical skills. In researching skills, we learned about researching of the topic and the song. In creative skills, we learned in the steps and the lyrics. And in technical, learned using the editing website or the software. And there are some homework which we did. So hi, today I'm going to do the performing arts homework. So you like it. So let's start. So hope you like my dance. Bye.
There are some audios.
In this session.
मैं लड़ जाना है लहू में एक चिंगारी जिद से जुनू तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा मैं लड़ जाना है लहू में एक चिंगारी जिद से जुनू तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा मैं लड़ जाना है लहू में एक चिंगारी जिद से जुनू तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जद तुरिया तन के मौत नू वाचा मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जद तुरिया तन के मौत नू वाचा मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे
तो बटमालों में अखरोट का बिजनेस करते हैं।
पूरे हमले में कौन कौन शामिल था और मुझे नाम चाहिए।
ये दिल की मशाले जोश से जला के जलती लपटों को हमने हाथों में है थाम लिया है वो कर जाना के सारा जमाना अपने नाम दिया ओ मैं लड़ जाना है लहू में एक चिंगारी जिद से जुनू तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जद तुरिया तन के मौत नू वाचा मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे ओ छल्ला सिर ते बन के कफन जद तुरिया तन के मौत नू वाचा मारे थर थर कंबदे सारे
उन्हें कश्मीर चाहिए और हमें
Here are some that you got into. Now I would like my friend he to.
So I'm going to tell you what we learned from this project. We all learned from this project how to edit audios, how to choreograph dances, how to choreograph new steps for a particular song, how to research for appropriate songs to edit, and many more creative skills. And all these skills can help us in the future. Where and how will we use the learnings of this project? We will use the learnings of this project in our future whenever we need to edit a video, edit audios, post something on YouTube or any social media site. We can use these learnings to choreograph new dances for ourselves, for some other people, or wherever we need to perform. We can write lyrics, we can sing the lyrics we wrote and calm ourselves down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation put together. Just wanted to check, am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So now this was kind of sneak peek to the, things that students learn in the class and how curious they are learning all of these. But when they want to learn something complex, there are certain skills that they require apart from technical ones, like creating a routine, showing grit of towards working on something, working with the team, working with others, and managing their emotions well. So now, the first part was the presentations from the projects of performing arts. Now we have individual projects from self-enrichment 8-week module that students have studied in different topics that they have taken up. So I would request students one after the other as I call out to share their presentation and their experience with the uh, chance. Okay, so I would first request Mannat from class 7B.
Okay, ma'am. Just a second. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is Mannat.
Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today I'm going to share about emotional management. So emotional management basically means to control different types of emotions in your day-to-day life. How does this program help me? This program helped me in 3 different categories: life skills, understanding myself, and emotions. Um, you need life skills because you don't know when an emotion will occur, and how will you control that immediately so you don't react in way that others feel bad. Understand yourself. You should understand yourself and then react to something that helps you in getting more calm. Emotions. So there are different types of emotions like anger, happiness, confused, sadness, broken, and sometimes mixed feelings too. Key skills I learned. Some key skills I learned to control anger, sadness, and difficult emotions are: so control anger is basically meditation. Sit at a place where you feel calm. You can see nature there. Watch TV or go to sleep. That will try to distract your mind for whatever things you're angry. How to control sadness? You can control sadness by listening to calm music. That will help you again to distract your mind by not talking to the loved ones, because if you will talk to them, you will be end up screaming or crying in front of them. Sit in fresh air, and that will make your brain and your mind calm. To control difficult emotion, breathe in from your nose and breathe out from your mouth. That will help you to calm. Write down positive, good things in the diary, like a gratitude diary, and that will help you to get positive vibes. And cool, like sit in a cool area, like in a fan or AC. That will help your brain to be cool. So this is one assignment that we did. So you must be wondering what resilience is. So I'll explain. So resilience is a zone. Like there are 3 types of the zone: resilience zone, high zone, and low zone. So in low zone, like you are very low, you don't know, you're very pissed off, you're very tired. In resilience zone is your calm zone, like mostly you're always in calm zone. And high zone,
High zone is a temper zone. It's like you're very angry, like that. So case study. Samantha was a girl in 10th grade. She was going to have a board exams in a month. She was very tense and in pressure that how will she do so much of syllabus because she was overloaded with work. She needs to somehow control her emotions so she could concentrate on her studies. My strategies must be some of the strategies like listen to music, breathe in, breathe out, laughing therapy. Laughter is the key to get all rid of every emotion. If you do laughter therapy, you can get happy and you can concentrate on everything. How can you build these skills? We can build these skills by keeping our surroundings clean, because if your surroundings are clean, you can concentrate on that and you'll not get distracted. Writing diaries of gratitude, thanking God for everything. Do meditation, breathe in, breathe out, sit in a comfortable spot, and you can do whatever you like watching TV, like scrolling to phone, magazines, everything. Thank you.
That was wonderfully put together, Mannat. And I just appreciate how while sharing the slides, also you were actually practicing emotional management in a way, because I know how we all feel right now, right? Some of us are nervous, anxious, excited, all the mix of it, but good job done. So now I would request Debangi to come next and present for SC. Yes, Devangi, over to you.
Hello, can everybody hear me? Yeah. I'll just a second. I'll just share my screen. So good morning, everybody. I'm Debangi De, and I was a part of the eight-week program of life skills development. We were all assigned competencies which we worked on. My name is Debangi De. The competency I had been assigned was GRIT. GRIT stands for Guts, Resilience, Initiative, and Tenacity. This program helped me to reason my problems and focus more on the why aspect of the problem than the what. It helped me judge my situation better, measure the pros and cons, and come to a conclusion. It helped me divide my problems into different parts.
Only once.
I would request the parents to please mute yourself. It would help us. Thank you so much. Devangi, you may please continue.
Yeah, it helped me divide my problem so that it's easier to solve the problem, because you are not solving one big problem, you're solving 3 to 4 smaller problems. Most importantly, this program helped me gave me the courage to not give up and finish what I started. My narrative: before this program started, I used to laze around all day in front of the TV because it was lockdown and nothing was interesting. And I figured in some time, I needed some physical exercise. So I started going down to play badminton, but it wasn't very often and I used to be very flaky. After this module started, I tried going down again and telling myself to get some exercise. And now I go down usually for 3 hours, 3.5 mostly, to play with my friends, get some running and physical exercise done. And now I'm in shape. How did this skill help me in real life? It helped me regain my fitness after the lockdown. It also helped me improve in my academics, because when it gets boring and you don't want to do it anymore, because it helped me get through those moments. At times, I felt frustrated for getting my strokes or steps incorrect. because I chose performing arts as my compulsory subject and VA as my option, visual arts as my optional. And that's why I had to show my work in public. And it was frustrating that I didn't get it correct, but eventually I figured out the problem and tried my best to improve the what I was doing wrong. Apparently, it also made me a better advisor because now I'm able to look at the situation through all points of view, break down the problems into smaller parts, and advise my friends on what they should do. In one of the assignments, we were assigned to make a poster so that to explain to your friends or siblings how grit works. I made this poster. G means guts, R is for resilience, I is initiative, T is tenacity. In another assignment, we were asked to interview our parents to understand how they balance work and personal life. I think it was a great example for us as our parents worked doubly hard, and it inspired us to be gritty. How can you build these skills in real life? Find something of your interest. Don't give up when it gets hard. Even if it's 30 minutes a day, practice what you're doing. Connect this activity to a bigger purpose and ask yourself how this is affecting your regular life. Set your goals reasonably, not too high, not too low. Have hope. If you're having problems, split them in parts and find reasons, then solutions for all of them. Thank you.
That was beautifully presented. The information was nicely organized. And some of the facts, I think that were the facts for most of us that we used to laze around while it was lockdown. But definitely we need to show, grit and make sure that we show up no matter what. With that in mind, and with all the present that has been done so far, let's quickly, give the turn to the Jia. Jia, over to you. Please present yes.
Okay. Good afternoon to you all. Today Ajay Singh will showcase the 8-week program of Easy Life Skill Development. I'll just share my screen.
Mansi ma'am, I think we need to extend the time because the breakout room will.
Yes, no worries. I'll communicate. Don't worry.
Yeah. So let's get started. So this is all about my observation on routines as I was in this. Okay. My compliments. So routines really help me as a person to manage my time and make my mood happy because of routines. I have many skills now, and I think it really helped me to be a better person. So see, like when everything goes by our plan, so it makes us in a very happy mood, because see, if you do anything perfect that you like, so it makes yourself happy. So that was like the same with me and routines, because I'm a really messy person, to be completely honest, and routines help me to be organized, and which help me to be a good mood and a better person, I think so. So it also helped me to manage my time. So the skills I learned. So I learned to wake up early because of routines, because when in routines we have a fixed time of classes, we need to wake up at a specific time. So like in morning, I was like, I never used to wake up early because it was really hard for me. So by making a routine and to push myself to wake up, it made a habit of me to wake up early. I never used to take my food on time, like breakfast I used to have on lunchtime, and dinner I like usually had late, and like I had some evening snacks, so it was like so messed up. But when I started waking my like a specific time, like you wake up at 7, you have your breakfast at 7:30, then your lunch at 2 o'clock, and evening snacks, and also this was really good. Then my homework, like usually, and it was really like my homework, I never used to do it, but when I made a routine, like used to do half of the homeworks and half were left. So when I made a routine like this to this time, 2 to 3, I knew to do homework. So I eventually completed all of my homework also. So these are some skills, some basic skills which helped me, which I learned because of routines. So my environment of my SE and CE projects. So first, as I have chosen EC as my project, as performing arts, so these routines really help me to manage my time for practicing my dance and music skills. So like we have some projects and dance, like we practice some dance. So like when you have time managed and not messed up, you have a specific time to practice everything. So it really helped me to practice my dance, and I really did many editing on music, as you have seen in like other PPTs with my fellow classmates shows. Like we have created some music on our own, we have like edited the music and we have learned. So yeah, when I made a specific time, I could practice everything. Like by following my routine, it really helped me to become, like when everything's perfect, we wake up at the right time, we have all the classes, like when everything is perfect, it also helps you to be calm. When everything is messed up, like you have not done this and this, so you are like feeling stressed and frustrated, like how many things you have to complete. So when I started following my routine, so it helped me to be calm and pleasant and to be confident in my EC projects, like making like dance and like the music which I made. So and EC helped to be firm and follow my routine. Thus, it helped me to be determined, and it helped me to fight every difficulties I faced in EC. See, like in dance, it's not that easy. We need to learn the steps, and like if we don't be calm, we can't do it. Like if we don't have patience, so we need to be determined and like practice every step. Like if we give up, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do it. So yeah. So how can you build the skills? See, the only key is discipline. I don't mean discipline by like strict following routines. I mean like if you are like not disciplined, like if you are like you have to wake up 7 a.m. and you're like sleepy and you do not wake up. I mean that discipline. You need to be like, I need to wake up, so I need to wake up. So you wake up at 7 a.m. That discipline, I mean. And you need to be determined at your work, like one step wrong and not running away from it. You need to go there and again do it, even though you do it bad, but try, at least you need to try. And you need to be completely honest with yourself and keep hardworking in whatever things you choose, not only performing arts, in visual arts, in any cluster, and entrepreneurship, any cluster you choose. You need to work hard to achieve anything you want to in any cluster. Thank you very much. This was Jasing. And at last, I really wanted to thank all of my teachers in my art cluster and sirs in my cluster. They really helped me to be confident and like they like said to do my assignments at time. Even though if I'm lazy, I do it on time because of them, because they take care of every personal student, not only me, so that they do assignments and they achieve good things in their life. This was, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Jia. I after the presentation that we all have seen, I really have to tell one thing, that it really takes courage to be honest, to share that there was something that we had to improve on and we are working on it. So whosoever shared their real life journey, trust me, you've done a great job. Not all can do that. So great work done. And with that in mind, let's raise our hand, turn it around and put it on our back, because we know how we've been following up each one of you. Presentation kidhar hai, presentation kidhar hai. And you all have been doing that. So I know you have exams, coming up maybe in the next week or week after, but we found time for this and we did a great job. So congratulations. And I would request each one of us to give a round of applause for all the students. Great job done. And also, I think with the presentations, each one of us would have at least one takeaway, which after the presentation, we just want to sit and think about. So thank you so much for giving us at least that one point after this meeting. So thank you so much.